Hello friends, welcome to BC Agriculture. If you are coming to my channel for the first time, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Your subscription and likes are always motivating us. If you have any doubt, please comment in the sections, or else you can able to join us in the Instagram page, which is in our description link, as well as in the about section of the YouTube channel. So let's move to the video. In this video, we are going to see about fundamentals of entomology. I am going to cover the insect circulatory system. So while seeing a small intro about the circulatory system, so they are used to have a structures of hemocyte as well as the dorsal vessels and the circulation of blood as well as the composition of hemocytes, which is the blood plasma, as well as the hemocytes and their functions. So while seeing a short note, we are going to see the main signs of the hemocyte, which is shown in the diagrammatic cross section of the insects. So in most it was just a diagrammatic cross section of most of the insects, but it is not gone for all of them. So they used to have a heart on their upper part as well as the notochord, which is below on the lower one, as well as they used to have a pericardial sinus and the dorsal diagram, and they used to have a gut, which is the digestive system like something, as well as the perivasal sinus and the ventral diagram, and as well as the perineural sinus. So it's how most of the happen in the most of the insects. So it was the same image of the same insect with some color modification I have given. So it's how you can able to see the perivasal sinus as well as pericardial and perineural sinus, ventral diagram, as well as the dorsal diaphragm. So after that, while seeing the generalized structure of circulatory system, they used to have the aorta as well as the heart in the body. So they are said to be known as the dorsal vessels, which used to make the respiratory system as well as some of blood circulatory in the body. So, and the ostia is said to be known as the place where the circulation process is to be maintained in that place, as well as the dorsal diagram is said to be presented there, as well as the ventral diagram is said to be below. So where you can able to see the pericardial sinus as well as the visceral sinus and the perineural sinus. So on these you can able to see the dorsal vessel. I have given different structures of the dorsal vessel, which is as seen in the insect body, which is its cross section. I have given this one. So they used to have a dorsal vessel with the artery muscles as well as the dorsal diagram, as well as the ostium, which are some of the parts in the dorsal vessel in the insect body. So it's the dorsal vessel, and which the frontier part, which is known as the aorta, and the remaining one is said to be known as the heart. And the heart is said to be consist of more of the valves, which is known as the ostia, which is a one-way valve where they use it to inputs of the blood is said to be done, and the blood circulation is said to be done when the heart expands. There is a diastole, and the hemolymph enters the dorsal vessel through the ostia. So the blood used to enters into the dorsal vessel only through the ostia. So only at the time of expansion of hearts, which is known as diastole, and the blood which is driven forward through the heart by the waves are said to be known as peristalsis. And the blood is circulated through the head to aorta and circulated through the precollites into the visceral sinus. And by active peristic concentration of the ventral diaphragm, the blood is forced back into the perineural sinus, and the blood is finally drawn up to the dorsal sinus by the contraction of the ulnary muscles, which is present in the circulatory system of the insects. From there, it again enters into the heart, and circulation is continued throughout the process. So now you can able to see the understanding. So at first the blood used to enters into the ostia, which is the heart, as well as the aorta, which is the dorsal system, and where the blood used to enter, and it goes in the forward, and after that it again backs entered into the ventral diaphragm, and where the blood circulation is said to be all around the insect body. So the relative pressure is said to be higher in the head part, and it which becomes lower upcoming to the lower one. So in addition to heart, there is also a accessory pulsatory organs which are present in many insects, but not common in all the one. So they are said to be present in many insects. They are said to be known as the sac-like structure, which is situated in various regions of the body. So and they pustulally independently circulate the blood into their appendages For example, you can able to see in thoracic pulsatile hearts are said to be used for the blood circulation in the thorax, which is in the locomotory organs. So the accessory pulsate organs are said to be, I have given them as in this picture. So the circle used to denote the accessory pulsatory organs, and so and from which the hemolymph used to transfer through the accessory parts. So while seeing the composition of hemolymph as well as they are said to be known as the fluid which contains plasma, and the cellular fractions which is said to be known as the hemocytes. So the plasma content is said to be around 16 to 8% in each and every insect, and they are said to be known as colorless in nature. So the remaining percents are said to be known as the water, and the pH is said to be, the insect pH blood is said to be around 6.7%, and the water content is said to be 84 to 92% in each and every insect. So they also use it to contain the plasma, which is said to contain the sodium, calcium, magnesium, potassium, and the phosphates as well as the carbamates in the plasma. And they also use it to have the nitrogenous waste, and they use it to have trehalose, which is a CHO compound, and they use it to contain lipids, fat particles as well as lipoprotein, and the amino acid glutamine, proline as well as lysine, etc. So the protein is said to be known as the lipoprotein, glycoprotein, etc. And the pigments present in them are keratin as well as the xanthophylls, and they also contain several hormones in the body, and they used to have the gases like oxygen and CO2. So and from the plasma we are going to see about hemocytes, which are secondary ones. So they are all said to be known as the nucleate cells. So they used to have the different types like pro-hemocyte as well as the plasmahemocyte. The pro-hemocytes are said to be known as the smallest of all cells, which used to have a largest nucleus, and they divide and give rise to the other hemocytes. So they are said to be known as the primary cells, and the plasmocytes are which is said to be more than abundant in 30%, which aids in the phagocytosis process. So they are also known as the phagocyte. And the glandular hemocytes, which is said to be known as the large number of cytoplasmic inclusion, which also develop a defensive mechanism in the insect body against the microbes, and the spherular cells where the cytoplasmic inclusion obscured in the nucleus is said to be done, and the cytocytes, which are said to be known as the coagulocytes, where they use it to have a small nucleus, and they are used in the role of blood coagulation as well as the plasma precipitation in the insect body, and in ionocytes where they are said to be known as the largest cell with the eccentric nucleus. So they are used in the process of excretion in the insect body, and adiphohemocytes, they are said to be round or ovoid in shape with the distinct fat droplets. So these are the cells which use it to carry the fat droplets, as well as the podocytes. So they're said to be known as the large flattened cells. They use it to combine and use it to form a protoplasmic projection in the insect body. And the vermiform cells, they are said to be known as the rare type of cells which are present in the insect body. They are said to be a worm-like structure in the insect body. So while seeing the functions of lubricant in the insect body, they are said to be known as the used for the lubrication as well as the hydraulic medium, and they use it to transport as well as storage, and use it to protect the insect from different microbes, and they also use it for the heat transfer and maintenance of osmotic pressure in their body, and they use it to reflect the bleeding in the insect body, as well as they also act as a metabolic medium in the insect body. So while seeing the lubrication, the hemolymph used to keep the internal cells moist, as well as the movement of internal organ is also made easy due to the presence of hemolymphs. And as a hydraulic medium, they use it to form hydrostatic pressure, which use it to develop the blood pumping, which is useful in the following process, which is ecdysis as well as the wing expansion in the adults. So and the hydraulic medium, they are act as a echolocation in diphtheria, where the adult emerges from the puparium using xylem, as well as the eversion of Adyphagus in male insects, and the eversion of Osmotoria in Papillon larvae, and the evolution of mask in the nates of dragonfly, and also used in the maintenance of body shape in soft bodies like caterpillars, and they used to transport and storage the nutrients as well as the nitrogenous waste of the insect, and they use it to give protections where the hemolymph helps to provide the protection against the invading parasites as well as the intimate particles and cell fragments from phagocytosis, and they use it to have an encapsulation, detoxification of the insect body, and coagulation when there is a bleeding, and the plasma precipitation and hemostasis as well as the wound healing nature in the insect body, and heat transfer which is used to regulate heat, which is known as the thermoregulation to maintain their environmental status, and the reflex bleeding. So while the exudation of hemolymph through the slit or pore, they use it to repel natural enemies, example in aphids, as well as they use it as a metabolic medium. So the hemolymph used to serve as a medium for an ongoing metabolic reactions. For example, the tractose is said to be converted into glucose in the presence of hemolymph. So I have given the lecture notes in description. If you have any doubt, please comment in the section, or else you can join us in the Instagram and ask your doubts freely. So if you like the video, like it and share it with your friends, and subscribe to BC Agriculture and hit the bell icon to get regular updates. So thanks for watching the video. Thank you. I'll catch you in next videos.